Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing. Big Lala, you should get this kind of my mic. Podcast mic.
Okay, I'll get one, but you know, say you're a big man.
Anyways, guys, welcome to the show today. It's Gusto Reactions. Big Lala, of course, in the building today. Quite a lot that I have seen in the past couple of days, of course, and it's still happening right now. Big Lala, Machala, Machala. They come my line. If you no get the money, no, they come my line. Monday on the husband, Monday, alright. So, a big bro, my boss, one of my bosses, Demola, and we talk a lot about a couple of things, and he keeps saying, "Oh, Shay, you know what, Kataife, is the one that carried this song. If it was not him, the clout of Kataife and everything." Anyways, Big Lala, Kataife was on channel some days ago, and Ebuka asked him, "Oh, so this song, who owns this song? And how do you come about this?" He said, "Yeah, he brought about the Machala vibe and everything." And so he just like, let me call one of my boys, come and voice something on top and everything. That's why he made the song that he featured Berri on. Let me feature one of my boy. Berri Tiga came up on Insta Live yesterday and said, "I own Machala. I did not produce Machala. My brother X produced it, but I wrote Machala. I sang Machala 100%, and I own Machala 100%. Now, from the day of the release of Machala, that song by Berri Tiga and Kataife, or if you want to put it, Kataife and Berri Tiga, it's been some sort of chaos left, right, and center. Who owns this song? Who has the legal ownership of this song? Who exactly does this song belong to? There's been a lot of who, what, which, on top of this one song. This song became a viral sensation just after a couple of days. Of course, Wizkid, Machala, Wizkid FC supported the song, and it's been like that. The song is off all streaming platforms right now due to God knows, who, removed it. But there's been a lot of talks about this song and its ownership. Big Lala, what exactly is happening? Is this a case of lack of music education, or music business education, or what exactly is happening here?
I think to answer your last question, is this a case of lack of music business education? The answer is capital YES. It's a lack of music business education, which is very important to the facts on ground. Kataife is not a musician. He's never been. He's always been a comedian.
Yeah.
That being said, does not mean he cannot own a record. He can. Berri Tiga is a young boy. So even boy is going to balaga.
He's going to 18.
He's going to 18. He's 17. Obviously, does not know much about the music business. Does Kata have people around him that know about the music business? The answer is no. Does Berri Tiga have people around him who are experienced in the music business? The answer is no, because both of them don't have the experience in setting up, properly what the creation of a record, exploring who owns percentages. All they did was they did it like the classic case of Nigerian artists.
Yeah.
Maybe a decade ago. Oh, just come together. They do songs.
Vibes on vibes. Yeah.
They create content. They create content before they actually talk. Oh, who owns what or who's getting what, and that's how things have always been in Nigeria. The only difference now is they've created this record that they didn't envisage to be as big as it is, and now it is as big as it is, and people are saying, "Well, I should own this, I should own that, I should own that." To correct the impression that Kata cannot own the song, of course he can own the song. According to what he said on channels, he had the idea. He was checking on YouTube for instrumentals. He had the idea of the song that's going to be titled Machala. So that ideation of a song called Machala is that's the starting point of the song, right? This according to his own story. And then he says he calls someone who knows how to sing to come in. And so that means they were together. They co-created or this final master plan of the song called Machala. which is Kata Efe and Berri Tiga, which is the way they even uploaded it. It was Kata Efe and Berri Tiga.
Berri Tiga, yeah.
So it was not a feature at all. It was a joint thing that they created together. So once you have a joint thing like that, you are not 100%. Nobody is 100% the owner of that song anymore. And in these days, where producers are even fighting for recognition of ownership of content, producers are actual composers of music as well, because the instrumental was created by a producer, production was by a producer. He's also partly an owner of that record. The producer himself, was he X? Or
X.
And he's even out of the picture. And this happened, right? And they've created a song that's good. It's in their hard drive. They know that this song is good. What happens next? Somebody who's Kata Efe, who is influential in the comic scene, decides, he set out a plan. I'm going to use my platform to promote this record, and I'm going to take advantage of the word Machala and Wizkid FC. And he did what he had to do. And he has friends in the same space who get paid to do these things for other artists, but they are going to bring this value in as friends to him. And he decides, I'm going to, because yes, he's a co-owner of this record, right? And decides, I'm going to do that. According to sources, who was in charge of distribution of this record was Kata Efe, although Berri and his team were also in the picture. But because they didn't understand how big this thing was going to be, right? They just did it shabby. There was no split sheet, agreed split sheet. There was no agreed percentages of, who wants what of this, who wants this, who wants that. There was none of that. None of that on ground. And that's where it all came crumbling down, because the lack of agreement now bettered all these things that are happening. The song got successful, got to number one. All eyes on the song. Every top dog is at alert. How can we get a piece of this record? How can we get a piece of this record, right? Interest are showing left, right, and center on the two parties, and then they feel, I'm the one that owned the song. I'm the one that did the song, which is exactly why we find ourselves in this situation. Inside information is they don't even know who took down the record, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who took down the record. But I have a feeling, which I'm not going to disclose, but they don't know who took down the record. They don't know who took down the record, right? And because so many interested parties are on this record, it's now become a battle of ownership. And who is suffering? The two artists. I mean, I won't say I foresaw that something like this was going to happen, because when it happened and I saw Kata going, my song is number one on Apple Music, my song is this. And then you go on
Big Lala.
You go on Berri.
Yes. There was like when that song came up, you know, Kata will say, my song is now number one, or my song is moving. Thank you very much. Berri will say, guys, thank you very much. My song is moving and everything. Guys, go and stream my song. Kata Efe will say that. Berri will say, guys, have you streamed my song today? Really? There was no our song. There was not like our song.
It should have been my song with Berri Tiga, or the song. Our song.
It was my song. This.
There was no
my song that.
So
now, did this record itself, Machala? Is this whole thing happening because of how big it is right now? If this song wasn't as big, would there be an issue like this?
Of course not. Of course not. This issue would not even exist if the song was not as big. The song is big, and there are interest in several big parties, right? And that's always going to cloud people's joy. That's going to, I mean, from Berri's perspective, there's a lot of artists. I mean, people who are in the music business recognize that they recognize the importance of an actual musician on that record, the songwriting, the melodies, and everything. They appreciate it, right? And opportunities will want to open naturally for Berri Tiga. But from Berri Tiga's angle, right? Kata, on the other hand, is the face of this record. He probably does not like that, the fact that he's the face of this record. And if people are going to book people for shows, who are they booking? They're booking Kata, because people know Kata more. So on both parties, there's element of I would say selfishness, which is understandable on both parts. But right now they're making the music suffer because of this. They're making music suffer. The song is off streaming platforms. It's not making money for them at the moment. They don't even know how much they've realized.
Even
That's
Berri,
that's the annoying part.
Even Berri has been talking. Oh God, Nakoma my song for Nakoma my song, for platform.
You see what it is? You see what I was saying? Berri and his people don't know who removed the song.
Yeah.
Kata and his people also claim they don't know who removed the song.
Big Lala from insider source and everything, there's an idea of what actually transpired, but this is not for us to start saying here. But a certain international record label, this is very, very, this is fact right now. The documents are there to show, offered Kata Ife and Berri Tiga $250,000 for this song and 2 more songs.
For both of them?
$150,000. Yes.
For the both of them?
Yes. In fact, not just for it was. Oh man, I don't want to reveal so much, but it was a case of someone seeing an email or seeing an inquiry first before the other person. So a party moved ahead before the other party. So it was a case of no, we're not going to agree and everything.
So who is the person that took down the song?
They asked for documents to say, okay, so we want to do this deal now. Who owns this song? And there was nothing.
Exactly that, and that's where the problem is, because from inception to where the song got, there was nothing on paper.
Yeah, nothing on paper.
I mean, that's what the issue is for these two, and they are not wise enough. And people are
Kata Ife is going on channels to say he owns the song. Berri has gone on activated. Berri has gone on activated sessions to say no, to perform the song actually. To show his face, say, guys, I'm the face behind the Machala song and all of that.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of issues and everything. Big Lala, finally, as we go, what's the way forward for Berri and of course for Kata Ife?
The way forward, and I hope this is going to be a big lesson for them to learn. But to solve this issue right now, they both need to sit on the table and say, okay, we've done this, it's a good song. Can we agree splits? Can we agree professional and sign something on the ownership of this record? That's the only way to go. And for that to happen, I think they need to involve legal representation from both parties. They need to both sit down. And the discussions such as, Nami carry the song, Nami sing the song should not even arise. What is done, right? Way forward is the song needs to get back up. The opportunity on ground needs to be explored. And people should not be selfish. They should not really be selfish. You cannot discount Kata Ife's influence and PR that he has put in place to make sure the song is as big as he is. And you cannot also take away the fact that Berri's talent was also good. But say talent is just one. In monetary wise, what Kata Ife has done is worth millions, whether we like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not. His value that is provided is worth millions. If he wants to compensate it from whoever with that, fine. They should just agree the ownership of that record, because without the both of them, they wouldn't have made a song recognize that. And
so,
I think
so even for you, you don't know the owner of this song.
No, it can't be one owner. That's the problem. That's the thing. They were both in. I mean, according to him, if you listen to the interview, he called Berri in to the studio and he came with his producer. Yeah. So that means they were involved in the process of creating the song. So it wasn't a case of Berri just decided to sing the song and that's it. Was that the case? I don't think that's the case. They were together and they created the song together. If you're together and you both create it, then you are partly an owner of the song. Partly an owner of the song. Yeah. So there's no one owner. There's no one owner.
Anyways, guys, quite a lot is happening right now. Big Lala said there's no one owner. This song belongs to Kata Ife and of course Berri Tiga. Let's have your thoughts on this one. Machala, the whole brouhaha on social media. A lot of people have been saying, could it be Wizkid who has brought it down? Could it be this? Could it be that? But of course, we know Wizkid is not involved in all of this. This is simply a Kata Ife versus Berri Tiga thing. Kata Ife has gone online to say, yes, I own this song. Berri Tiga has gone online to say, yes, I own this song as well as going, ahead to perform it in several places. Both of them booking shows and performing the same song, claiming ownership to this song. Who exactly is the owner of Machala, the song by Kata Ife and Berri Tiga, or if you want to put it the other way, by Berri Tiga and of course Kata Ife? Put your comment down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Please continue to stay safe. Let's know your thoughts, and of course, God bless. Thank you.